start warm-up on boxer shuffling. Let's get that started. Get the core loosened up because it's all core today with a little bit of neck, calves, forearms. That's at the end. Pivot hops. Right into it. Pivots and hopping and pivots and hopping. Shuffle steps, hands up, on the toes. Back to boxer shuffle. Grooving on the Wednesday. Wednesday grooves. Hump day funk. Funk day on hump day. Butt kicks. Heel kick outs. All right, cross your chest, opposite knee to elbow. Oh, yeah. Knuckles behind your head, opposite, alternating lunges. All right, switch that. Reverse lunge, touch the ground. All right, feet shoulder width. We're walking down to inchworms. Drop your hips down, look up. Walk it all the way back. All the way, reach up, look up. On your toes, all the way back down. Drop down your hips, look up. All the way back. Reach up, look up, tiptoes. All the way back down. Up, down, look up. Last time, walking back. Straight up, reach. Arms out, palms up, forward roll. Palms out, reverse the roll. Pterodactyl style. Under, over. Nice and loose, just let it go like a noodle. Noodle arms. Knuckles behind your head, close your elbows, drop that down, stretching, look up. Elbows, drop down, stretch, look up. One more time. Stretch and look up. All right, what's up, you Relentless Warriors? Welcome back to Relentless Fit 365 on another Hump Day, Funk Day. We have 10 different moves on core stuff. 50-10 tempo, 2 times 30. You guys can't see the clock based on where the camera is. Get over it. Just trust me. Trust me that I'll count like watching the clock. It's cool though, it's 2 times through. After that, we're gonna be doing something with wrists, calves, neck. So getting a light dumbbell, you don't really need it much more. If you see I have a little bench, you don't necessarily need a bench. I'm gonna just go, you can do it on your knees. You'll see that in the long run, that'll be after this. All right, we're gonna get started. First, we're gonna be rocking sailboats. Got a little baby Isha here, little bitty thing. I'll put her right here. All right, let's do this. Rocking sailboats, right arm is gonna be behind your head, and the rudder will be on the left to start off. Here we go. T-minus 10. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. So touch elbow, fingers, elbow, finger. If you can't get your elbow to the ground, don't worry, try. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 25 seconds, we switch the sail. Rock. 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sail, left side, left hand behind the head. Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock. 15 seconds. seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to low plank. So it's going to be Superman to low plank hip downs in 5 seconds. Watch closely. And 3, 2, 1 right here. Superman. Low plank right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superman. Pause it. 3, 2, 1. Low plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superman. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superman. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank hip down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Superman. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank hip down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Superman. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ah, that was fun. Tabletop servers. Knees are to the elbows. Try to keep them touched. Or thighs. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Watch closely. Rocking. Right here. Balance. Pause. Serve it. Serve what you like in hors d'oeuvre. Make sure the knees touch to the elbows right there. Rock. Pause. Boom. Rock. Yeah. Get into funk. 20 seconds. Serve. 15. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! All right. We have sledgehammers. Legs are straight out. Get the sledgehammer ready. We're just leaning back slightly. Overhead and to the side. Watch. Here we go. To the side, right there. Overhead. We're leaning back slightly. Make sure your back is not like this. Legs are straight over. Sledgehammer. Sledge. Splat. Spunk. Bonk. Engage that core. Flex the abs. 30 seconds left. Sledge. Sledgehammer with funk. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Kick up to recoil scissor rolls. This is an old school one. You're going straight up to the ceiling. Watch in 2, 1. Here we go. Kick up straight up. Right here. Balance. Pause. Kick. Recoil. Right over left. You want to make it a little harder. Arms overhead. Left over right. Recoil. Right over left. Straight up. Left over right. Right over left. Right up. Left over right. Balance. Right over left. Balance. 1, 2. 20 seconds. Smack. 1 and 2. Rock it, then kick it. 10 seconds. Up and 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's climb the rope. Rope climbers. On back, right here, bent knees, shoulders off the ground. 3 seconds. 2, engage the core the entire time. Reach and pull. Let's go. Reach and pull. Reach down. Reach as far as you can. Again, shoulders slightly off the ground, constantly engaging the abs. Yay! And climb the rope. Climb rope. Pull. Reach and pull. Yeah. 20 seconds. Oh yeah, hang tough. Hurts a little bit when you're rope climbing. 10 seconds. Oh, it's a rough combo right here. Here we go, 2 seconds. 1, watch, left over right. Right here, 1, 2, 3, right over left, rock, up, 1, 2, left over right. Arms don't have to be above your head, keep it here, 1, 2, 3, right over left, rock, up, 1, 2, 3, left over right, rock, ha, ma, right over left, rock, up, 1, 2, left over right, rock, up, 1, 2, right over left, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 1, 2, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank kickbacks. So we're going to kick up each time we're staying in the low plank. 3 seconds. 2, watch closely. 1, kick up with the left. Kick up, pause. Recover. Kick up on the right. Pause. And recover. Engage the gluteus maximus as you're kicking. The butt. And down. Kick up. And down. And control. And control. Right there, you want a slight pause, like 2 seconds. 1, 2, and switch. Lung, door, and switch. We're like maybe 18 seconds. And down. 1, 2, and down. 10 seconds. Control it, own it, love it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Groove. All right, back down. Luge. Hips down. We're gonna rock left to right. And 2, 1. Here we go. On the right hip, and then pause on the left hip. Keep your arms out if you want. The more you pull them back, the more you're engaging. This is a good start right here, especially if all we're doing. Rock, lift, oh, balance. Losing. US sucks at the luge, sorry. Norway, my goodness, you guys are killing it. Just saying. A lot of you.
Canada's not doing bad either.
Who's that?
Canada.
Canada, yeah, Canada's killing it too. They always do. Winter's their thing. 8 seconds. Donuts are my thing. Just kidding. 2, 1. It sounded fun though. All right. My favorite for the last move, ceiling scissor kicks. Speaking of donuts, this reminds me of donuts. All right, let's go. Right here, you want to keep your hips off the ground. Recoil, kick, recoil, kick. If you have to rock this, that's the modifier. A little rock, that's fine. Otherwise, balance. Hands are on the ground. Keep the hips off the ground. That engages the core the entire time. 30 seconds. Right over left, left over right. Right over left, recoil. 20 seconds. It ends up very quickly. 15 seconds. Recoil, kick, recoil. Almost. 10 seconds. Kind of go straight up with that scissor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, my goodness gracious. We're back to the top and going to rocking sailboats. Sail! In 3, 2, 1. Let's go rock. We're at the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 25, we're switching. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very tough. Oh yeah. Switch sails, left side. Let's rock. Up. 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2. No problem. Oh, it's 10 seconds. Engage that core. 3, 2, 1. Superman. Superman to low plank hip downs in 4 seconds. 4 counts. And 2, 1. And let's go Superman. 4, 3, 2, 1. To low plank hip down. 1, 2, 3. If you can't touch, don't worry. Just go wherever your range of motion is at. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low plank. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Back down to 104. 3, 2, 1. Low plank. 1, 2. 15 seconds. 3, 4. Superman. 1, 2, 3, 4. Low plank hip down. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Tabletop servers. I don't know why I did it like that. That was stupid. All right, let's go rock. Up, serve it, and rock. Up, serve. We're balanced right here, engage. It burns a little more today for some stupid reason. Maybe because I used all that core strength mopping yesterday, all day yesterday. 20 seconds. There's a lot of truth to that. Hang till 15, guys. And 10 seconds. Sledgehammer's on deck in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sledgehammer. Lean it back slightly. Get the grip on your sledgehammer. If you want to use a real sledgehammer, just don't hurt anybody. Side to side, lift through it. Little baby Nisha back there. That little one's baby Nisha, in case you guys didn't know that, had a little baby sloth. That's what started it all. A client got me that years ago. 20 seconds. A grown man should not have so many stuffed animals, right? I shouldn't laugh right now, that's kind of painful. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have kick up to recoil scissor roll. What if my stuffed animals were filled with bone dust, though? That makes it tough all of a sudden. They're not, I'm just saying. All right, kick up, boom. Recoil scissor. Recoil left over right, right over left, straight to the ceiling. If you want to stick with the music, do a little twist. A little funk in there. Twist the other way. You don't have to do that. It's fun though. 2, we're at 25 seconds. 1, 2, 20 seconds. Oh yeah. 15. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rope climbers. Yay. Bend your knees. Here we go. Shoulders off the ground. 2 seconds. 1. Warm up your hands. Climb the rope. Constant engagement in that core. Really flex it. Good moves back there, Wizard. Good moves too. During Funk Wednesday, Richard's got to be on camera. What do you guys think? 30 seconds. Throw you out there. Keep them shoulders up. Keep climbing. Woohoo! 10 seconds. My tummy hurts. 8. It's supposed to, Jake. Suck it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Where are we at? Oh yeah. Rocky triple kicks. Oh, goody. Left over right, 2 seconds. 1, let's go, rock. Up, balance. 1, 2, right over left. Rock. Up. 1, 2, 3. Rock. Up. 1, 2. Ha. Rock. Up. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, that's fun. No, it's not. Sucks. 30 seconds. Oh. 1, 2, 3. But if I were doing a workout video and I was a professional, I'd say, 10 more guys, you can do it. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can do it. Where was I? Low plank kick-ups. 4 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. Right engage. About 2 second count. Switch engage right there. And pause. You want to make sure your hips don't get too high. You don't want to be up like this. About right there. Just kicking that leg up. Engage the butt and the hammies. Also the core. Should feel that your lower back on that kickback. Right there. Oh yeah. Hang tough. Yeah. Weird noise. 20 seconds. Oh my goodness. 15. I'm playing it off right now. I really want to cry. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The good news is, if you do those long enough, you can crack acorns with your butt. If you were inclined to do that for some reason, I don't know why I said that. Luge. Let's go. Probably because I felt that in my arm. I'll shut up. Left to right. It's this funk music, Rich.
Funk Wednesday.
It's Funk Wednesday. Funk Day on Hump Day. I think that's going to be a thing. 30 seconds. Engage left to right. Oh, right there, obliques working too, lifting that hip. Notice my heel. One heel's down, one is off the ground. I didn't mention in the last one. Make sure you're doing that. That'll force that other side to lift and engage and cry a little. It's all good. Very tough. 2, 1. My all-time favorite is ceiling scissor kicks, and I left that for last. Best for last, that's what I always say. 2, 1, well, let's go. Straight up, boom, up, recoil. Again, you can rock this and bring your hips down, but if you are inclined, keep those hips up. Scissor kick though, right over left, left over right. Recoil down. Oh. Bam. Strong core. We're getting there. 20 seconds. 15. Come on, guys, you can do it. Was that pretty good, Wizard? Do I need to use some work?
Excellent. Very professional.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I mean, yeah, good job. Strong core. Well done. Working the abs. Did I count right or did I miss one? Let's wait. Yes! I got them all right. All right, let's walk that off. Well done. So we need 1 dumbbell, that's all. Come here, little furry bastard. Put you right here. All right. So we got dumbbells, but we don't need them on the first one. So it's on a 60-10 tempo. First one's gonna be neck ups. We'll be on the grounds. Now, I'm gonna do 1 set with the bench, 1 set without when we're doing the wrist curl. So essentially, I'll be doing this, and then halfway we'll be doing reverse. So get a light dumbbell. It's 30 seconds on each side. If you don't have a bench or a chair or something, you can do it on the knee. On the second set, this is how I'm gonna do it. Just so it's no different really. Just so you guys can see, you can do them both ways. All right, let's get started. Neck ups are first. So before I actually hit the clock, you're gonna bend your knees, hands on the ground, shoulders, neck is up. You're just coming down, it's not fast. In wrestling, we used to do this. Give ourselves whiplash. Don't do that. Nice and slow, all the way down, tuck it. Halfway through, you can brace your, I like bracing my legs, just going side to side like this. Wherever your range of motion is, that's where you stop. 30 seconds on each side. Relax your neck when you need to. Don't overextend and make it too tense and tight and pull a muscle. All right. In 10 seconds, we have neck ups. Give me just enough time to do a little. All right, 2, 1, let's go. Neck ups nice and slow. Look at the range of motion, just all the way down, right there. Good extension. And the tempo is not fast. You just want to feel that right there. Why are we doing neck ups, Jake? Because this is good. Keeps you from straining your neck. You want to strengthen those muscles too. In 3 seconds from one side to side. 2, 1, side to side. Now don't move your shoulders like this, it's just your neck. Small range of motion. If you feel pain, stop. Nice and easy. Ear going towards the shoulder. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, relax. We have calf raises on the right. 1 dumbbell. I guess I didn't explain this. Get something solid, corner of the wall or whatever. I can't see the clock, that's smart. All right, right here. Heel is off the ground the entire time. I'm just going up, small range of motion, heel off the ground. This is for the entire minute. And then we switch the sides, no problem. Oh yeah. 30 seconds. It burns already, guys. Burns the calves. Work it though. Notice my heel is coming down, but it's not actually touching the ground. You don't want to rest it. You want constant time and attention there. Yeah. This is my jam right here. 10 seconds. Yeah. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Other side. On the left. In 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Let's rock. Again, heel does not touch. I didn't mention it, but the weight is on the side that I'm actually doing the calf raise. It's important you remember that. And do that. Enjoy the jams. It distracts you from the pain of the calf. Ah, sounded like a saxophone. But since we're doing this, it's the calf-a-phone. I'm sorry, Wizard. You're going to work anyway. Oh my goodness. That burns, my friends. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! We have wrist curl. I guess we're all set on the bench. Just like this. You want to drop the fingers. See it, bud. Have a good one. 2, 1. Let's go. Drop it down. Curling up. You want to drop your fingertips down. At 30 seconds, we're going to do a reverse curl. Drop it down here. You want a nice curl. Again, notice my fingertips right there. I'm not sure if you can see that. In 5 seconds, we're going to go reverse. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Lifting up. Reverse curl. This is where it's going to get difficult. That's why you want to go light. Straight up, 20 seconds. Wow. Yeah. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Relax that. Other side. Left. Getting ready in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Just want to drop the fingertips down right there, curling up. Right there. Good squeeze. Wrists and forearms. You want to strengthen your wrists and forearms. This is good. This helps fight against carpal tunnel. Helps in case you want to open up cans and bottles and stuff. Helps in case you have to grab someone in a chokehold. I don't advocate that. Switch side, but just in case. All right, we're going reverse curl, or reverse wrist curl now. Bowling the top. I didn't mention this on the other set, but make sure your elbow is on the thigh if you're doing it like me. Make sure this is not lifting up like that. It's a common mistake. You want to make sure your wrist is doing all the work. If you're having struggle with it, just go lighter. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! We have neck ups, neck ups. We're going right into it. This is the last set, guys. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. At 30 seconds, we'll be going side to side. Seconds. 3, 2, 1, and ear to shoulder. Again, watch your range of motion. Don't force anything. Seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. We have calf raises. Calf raises. Start. Here in 2, 1. Let's do it. Again, heel off the ground. You just want to slightly drop it. Keep that heel off the ground the entire time. This one's for the entire minute. Almost. We have 30 seconds. No problem. Seconds. 15. Whew. 10 seconds, hang tough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, ow! Switch starts. All right. On the left here. And 2, 1, here we go. Calf raise. Good work, you warriors. Keep them heels off the ground. Strong calves, you need them. They're sexy. They're helpful. Let's do it. We've got like 30 seconds. No problem. Yeah, this is when it starts to fire up. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Almost. No, don't do that. We have wrist curls. Let's do it. Last set here at 30, we will go to reverse. That was a terrible move, I know. The dumbbell threw me off. Drop the fingertips down, make sure your elbows stay tight to your leg. In 10 seconds, we go reverse curl. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Lift. Oh yeah. Seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're switching sides. Last one. Good work, guys. Oh my goodness. Hulk grip. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Drop the fingertips down, good squeeze, good curl. Strong wrist. These moves aren't as cool, but these are those cleanup moves. They're very helpful through other things to keep you from injuries. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, flip it around, lift it up. Reverse the curl. Almost. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you're fantastic. Shake it out, roll it out. It's wonderful. Well done. Well done. Get a foam roller. Sorry, I gotta turn down our Wednesday funk music. All right, we're gonna start with forearms actually, because I was talking about earlier this week and a little bit of last week on how you can actually roll your forearms if you have a foam roller, and how you can basically loosen up the muscles there. So we're gonna do that first. I'll start with my right. Basically, all you wanna do, you can start on your knees or you can put your whole weight on it. I'm gonna start on my knees first, right, just like this. I just wanna put my chest, you can see that closely, I just wanna put my chest right there, just like that. All I'm doing is put pressure there, move your knees back, that gives you a little bit more range of motion, just like that. From here, you wanna open and close, open and close. All that weight is putting pressure on my forearm there, just loosening up pain, tightness. You can do it like this too, just get body weight. Now in this case, I'm in this prone position or a hammer grip position, side to side. Now I'm pushing down with my opposite hand, just keeping pressure there. If you want to get a little tired, you do the same thing. Put your weight on there, that'll loosen up a little bit more. Again on this, rotate the wrist. Wrist down now, so you just come in here, palms toward the ground. Same deal, just put pressure there, roll it around. A lot of times people get tightness there. Now I've showed some moves where you can do with the that trigger point ball or lacrosse ball, where you can find little sharp points. You can do something like that similar to on the foam roller. It doesn't trigger it as well, but it'll still kind of loosen that up. However, if you do have a lacrosse ball, that tends to work a lot better, but I'm still rolling some of that part out. Even from this point, you can adjust your body, and then just make sure you get inside right there. See what I'm getting right there? This meat section right there. And I'm just focusing on that. In and out, rolling that in, rolling that up. Just put in slight pressure. You can put your arm down there. Again, open and close your wrist. Rotate it. Move around wherever your tightness is at in that wrist. That's where you want to stay. All right. Let's do the other side on the left. Same thing. So we'll start palm up first. You just want to put pressure down here. Again, if you want to put the whole weight on there, that gives you a lot more. But if you're just starting off on it, you might just want to put pressure like this. And wherever that tightness is, find it just like you would do with your legs. When you're doing the IT band, open and close, rotate that wrist. I'm going in that hammer grip position, so my palm is facing towards you now. Again, put pressure down there. And then palms down, same thing. Palms down, roll that out. Open and close the wrist, rotate it. And then we're switching to the side here. So you want to roll down here. Again, common pain is here and also on the outside. So you just want to loosen that muscle up. Find it, again, open and close your hand, rotate the wrist. All right, relax that. We're going to go to the back. We're going to go to the back and then the neck. If you want to stick around, you have questions regarding things we did today, feel free to ask me in about 10 minutes. We're going to be doing a Q&A. All right, let's drop down. Start with the lower back, cross your chest. Stay on the right side, just keep pressure on one side. And then we're switching to the left. And then just rotate back and forth, left to right. Raise your arms, come all the way to your upper back. Nice range of motion, and then to your knees. All the way to your upper back. And then to the knees. And then now we're going to roll all the way down to the pit of our neck right here. Relax your back, your shoulders, your lower back touch the ground. Push your belly button towards the ground. And then we're just going to look left to right. Loosen the neck up. Again, whatever tense spots you have, hang out there. Look up, look down, move it around a little bit. Don't force any pressure. Just let your head take over. Don't force it. All right, there it is. Go ahead and relax. Good job, guys. Little core, little wrists, little calves, little neck. So again, good little cleanup workout. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions regarding this, I will be back in about a minute or so. We'll do a little discussion, and then we'll move on with our days. Good to see you guys. So give me a few, and I'll be right back. All right, I had 2 mics running. I just shut one off, so hopefully you're not getting any feedback behind me. I apologize if you do. I'll try to keep this sound as good as I can possibly get it, given the obnoxiousness going on. There's always something. All right, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if there's any sound issues. We'll work through it as we can. It sounds good. All right, fantastic. So we will take that as it is. Good to see everybody joining in. Awesome. You should be proud of yourself this week so far. We've been kicking it pretty hard. And I hit you guys with different stuff today, so I hope you enjoyed that. You know, it's not something you should ignore. It's oftentimes, I know it's not cool, it's not fun, it's not fast-paced, but at the same time, it's workouts like this that will keep you in the game for some more of the fun stuff. You know, I understand that people want to do what's fun in workouts, but you can't keep doing that as I knock my mic over. You can't keep doing the fun stuff if you don't keep strengthening the things that are often overlooked. Calves, your neck, wrists and forearms. You know, I try to keep wrists a little light, but I know the body weight stuff really, you know, pays a toll and gives your wrists a beating. So, you know, once again, you know, something like that you can't overlook. Some of you have started doing that Hulk grip workout that I did, I don't know, months ago. It's like 10 minutes. You could do that a couple times, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. You'd be surprised on how well you would develop, you know, given something like that. Let me check something real quick. Make sure we're at a good sound quality here. Okay. All right, I will move on. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna scroll down. Good to see everyone in here joining in again. Holly, good to see you. Jesse, yeah, it's good to see you back. I know you were traveling, but she wasn't taking a vacation from exercise. She was definitely doing some of that. So that's awesome to see. Redhead Relentless Warrior, Powerhouse is in the house. Amazing, simply amazing, Kate. She said this was fun. That's a good sign if you think that was fun today. Back for the chat. Good to see you, Costa Rican Warrior. Awesome, yeah. But abs are my nemesis. Yeah, don't feel bad, Powerhouse. You know, a lot of people do not like abs. Paprika always talks about it. This is not her fun workout. She was joking around, but she's like, yeah, I'll be skipping this one. But she won't. She'll do it because I know she does a lot of things she doesn't like. And everything about this workout is one of those things that Paprika does not like. I hope she doesn't mind me saying that. But, you know, neck is one of those things that most people stay away from because they don't want their neck to be sore afterwards. But to be honest, muscle soreness is so much better to deal with than actually pulling a muscle in your neck because you twisted it the wrong way and it wasn't strong enough or things of that nature. But don't go overboard on the neck exercises. That's one of the reasons we only did, you know, one set of like 1 minute stuff, and we did 2 times through. So you don't want to overdo that. All right, so moving down, I skipped some of your comments here. Susanna says, why do you roll back when you do the scissors since you have momentum? It doesn't engage any muscle, right? No, that's actually not true. So the momentum, if you're stopping and if you're doing it before your heels touch the ground, you are forced to engage your core to keep your heels from touching. That's why I always stress that, like, the roll is fun and it gives you that momentum, but it hits your abs in a different way. Your abs are stopping that momentum. So it actually does work. You could you don't have to roll. A lot of times when you don't roll, it tends to overemphasize your hip flexors. You know, so it's one of the reasons I started to incorporate the roll years ago. It takes emphasis away from overworking the hip flexors, but at the same time, you're still engaging everything. So yeah, the roll does have some benefits to it. Jake, would it be okay to switch weight dumbbells on curls, reverse curls? Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to be stronger in many cases when you're actually doing the supinated wrist curls as opposed to reversing the curl. That's the hardest part.
A very common weight would be to do wrist curls at 10, reverse curls at 5. That's very common if you're not used to doing wrist. Or, on guys, you might want to do wrist curls at 15, reverse curls at 10. I shouldn't say that guys, girls, because I know girls can do more on a lot of things. But you know what I meant. Depending on your strength levels, it's easy to adjust. Good question, though. And I do both. I tend to go lighter on the wrist curls, and then I'll hit the heavier on the reverse curl because I like to go heavier on the reverse. So I'll let this one kind of, go easier. But I will, like on my own, I'll often switch it up. And if I was closer to the dumbbells today, I probably would have. But because we're shooting this way based on many reasons, the dumbbells are over in the corner. So it wasn't worth my time to walk over there and get a second set of dumbbells. Good question, Anna. Jesse, Twin Power Activate. I love that. It's great to have you back. Julie, I just skipped past here. Julie says, I was watching a physical therapy video yesterday, and they said twisting V-sits were horrible on your spine and back. Maybe there's a form issue they didn't address. Here's the problem. It could be, but so long as your range of motion isn't, and she's probably talking about like when I was twisting in the air. So long as your range of motion is there, it's actually not. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I've never had any back or spine pain. Unfortunately, when you get into something of medical or you get into physical therapy, and I'm not knocking physical therapists, but if you have a physical therapy background, you can convince yourself anything you do is wrong. And you want to be very careful of that because your body is more resilient and can adapt and cope with things better than we think it can. Just because something might seem awkward, it could be a range of motion issue. Now, one thing I will say is if there's too much tension and the range of motion isn't there, don't force it. But if your body can naturally twist, your body can actually do something without feeling pain. I always say continue to stretch that muscle and it will improve. So I actually disagree with the physical therapist. There are a lot of things that physical therapists will say are wrong. Flies are another one. When you're extending your arms, they would say that is bad for you. And if you do that for 10 years, you're going to feel it. I've been doing flies since I was 16 years old. Luckily, I haven't had any major injuries. But if you have good form and you have good breathing control, and you're focusing on the muscles, you'd be surprised. A lot of the things they say are not safe are actually because people have terrible form. And, physical therapists are great, but they are not workout exercise specialists. They are corrective specialists, and they're trying to keep you away from percentages of injury, and I understand that. But at the same time, you also don't want to keep yourself and hold yourself back from teasing out as much ability as you possibly can. So there's my 2 cents in it. Good comment though, Julie. Thank you for bringing that up. It's funny you bring that up too, because when trainers start to get into some of the physical therapy aspect, and I did, I started to study up on that and read it a little bit. The CS, the strength and conditioning cert focuses on a lot of that. And if you stick to a lot of that book knowledge stuff, Paprika and I were just actually talking about this, you would find that you're never going to stretch the envelope to improve people. And that's unfortunate because, you don't want to be stuck in a box. And, my question is it better to not do anything, or is it better to actually see if that range of motion can be teased out in some way that's safe? Breathing and form are always going to be something I emphasize, but I will also say this. If you do feel pain in any move that you're doing, pain in the sense that it actually hurts to do it, not pain that it's sore because you're building lactic acid, then just stop. It might not be a move for you. There's certain moves that I personally don't do because it doesn't work for me. I don't see the benefits, or the benefits, don't outweigh the risk. I don't do a lot of tuck jumps because I feel like there's a lot of other ways to increase your heart rate. There are so many better ways to work your legs and your agility than to do something like a tuck jump, and you're risking injury to your knees. And what's funny is a lot of times those tuck jumps, Now, I'm not saying I never do them, but a lot of times tuck jumps are fit in towards the end of the workout. And I have been guilty of that as well. When your body is fatigued, your muscles are fatigued, and that's how people roll ankles and twist knees and things of that nature. So to some degree, I agree with the physical therapist, but at the same time, I'm always combating some things they try to say are unsafe. I probably over-argued that, but you can tell I'm kind of passionate about a lot of moves. Look, fitness can't be boring, and if we did what people thought were safe, who don't perhaps work out as much as we do, and I know some physical therapists that work out a lot. I know very few that actually have a very strict workout routine. But if you did what the book tells you to do, you would do squats, lunges, and crunches. And I hate crunches. Squats are boring, and lunges are a nice active warm-up. And that's pretty much where I stand there. Yeah, Wizard actually answered the roll, and that's actually a good point. It stops and engages the abs when you stop. Again, if you guys are feeling pain on doing something, I want you to stop. But if you're not feeling pain, it is actually not going to twist your spine. If that's the case, it would have happened to me a long time ago. I am not an exception to the rule. I'm not an anomaly. I have given some of these same things to my clients for years. And if I felt like it would have done that, I would have stopped it a long time ago. I probably, like I said, I probably beat it to death, but, I would love to get a physical therapist's mindset on how to actually get into better shape. They're trying, no, I understand, again, their job is to keep you from injury, but at the same time, fitness is a catch-22 because you have to push the envelope in order to get past that plateau. And you can't do that if you don't see how far your range of motion is. Now, not in an injury, risk way, but at the same time, when it's body weight, you're less likely to injure yourself. Jake, a friend of mine just got a waist trainer. She swears by it, and it will give her the abs of her dreams. Your thoughts? I'm not sure what a waist trainer is. I got to be honest. Please educate me on that. I don't know. Are they focusing on abs? I think all-around fitness will give you abs, and I don't know. We'll see. How is that in the long run? I don't know what a waist trainer is, though. That must be a new thing that I haven't kept up on. If it's what I think it is and it's a specialty on core, all right, that's something new. My hand is numb, tingling after foam rolling my forearm. Where did I go wrong? You may just want to put less pressure on it. I don't know if you went wrong. When you're rolling something out with your muscle, you could have some tingling feeling, but you don't want to cut the blood flow off so much where you can't feel it. So just be careful of that. Less pressure next time. That's probably all it is. I have to remember my lunch daily. I'm not sure where that came from. I always remember. I never forget my lunch. I skipped some of you guys. Skipped a lot of things. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling back up. Nina had a plank question. How did I skip all this? Nina, I am sorry. I don't even see your name on here. We'll go to the top. Nina, I have always clasped my hands together. Does it matter how I place my hands while in low plank, or does one engage core better if that makes sense? Yeah, it makes a ton of sense. I always say palms down. That's the level you want to be. When you go palms down, you are engaging more of your core, meaning your abs, your lower back. When you start to clasp your hands, to me, that's like level 2 or level 1 because it's a little bit easier. Now your hands are taking over. You have your arm muscles, kind of engaging a little bit more. When you put your palms down, you'll see the difference. And, I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm just saying it's a little bit easier. So understand that. Thank you, Costa Rican Warrior, for bringing that up. That was actually a good question. Now I'll scroll back down because I missed a few of these. Someone had a question. Avia says, Jake, I'm loving the new nickname. It motivates me to work out even harder. Avia's new nickname is Powerhouse. That came from other Relentless Warriors. I actually love it too. I think it fits you perfectly. What's not to love, right? Costa Rican warrior. Oh, yes, Jake. Paprika says, some things in fitness and many things in my profession can't be textbook. And that's coming from somebody who, she's got a doctorate in psychology, and she's been practicing and been in her industry for years. If she did everything by the book, she probably wouldn't be able to help as many people as she does. You have to push outside of that. That's how books are rewritten. And don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting I'm rewriting the fitness book here, but I've never been one to go by the book. I go by things that have worked for me and for other clients. People are going to disagree with that. And people in the health industry that have seen injuries, they're going to disagree with that. But I would like to know where these injuries are coming from. Like, what type of twists are they doing? It's very unlikely that people were doing the moves that I'm giving. So a lot of my moves are uncommon. And feel free to, if you want to show a video to a physical therapist, they may cringe, but show them one of my videos. They may be surprised that with body weight, you're less likely to get injured. Now, I wouldn't do twists like that with dumbbells. I wouldn't recommend it, because now we're talking muscles get thrown off. It's easier to get injured. So, Jake, oh, this is from Susanna. Jake, I don't understand when you talk about tempos. What does that mean? So is there a tempo for strength and another for cardio? It's not that cut and dry. Tempos are 50-10 tempo, 30-10 tempo. Tabata is a tempo when you go 20-10. It's essentially just the workload with the rest. That's all it is. You can do a tempo with strength training. We do it. We do it on a 60-20. When we do iron body, that's a tempo. And traditionally, I do it on a 60-20 tempo. The 20-second rest is a little bit more than 10 seconds, and the idea is to keep your heart rate a little bit lower, not much, but a little bit lower, so you can exert more energy in strength. But when you're doing something like a 30-10 tempo, the idea is that the bursts are supposed to be faster, and your rest is less, so it's more of a cardio HIIT style training. So I hope it makes sense. But there is no cut and dry strength tempo to cardio tempo, not necessarily. I have my preferences, and for me, the strength is a little bit more rest in between. RR says, I switched to doing the more recent workouts, and I am enjoying them a lot. Not to take away from the old video, I just enjoy the themes and moves and more. I also appreciate the warm-up and cool-down. RR, thank you so much. The warm-ups and cool-down, yeah, that started when we started doing the live. I might have done a few of those in some of the edited version of the workouts, but lives have made it a lot more personable. And at the same time, lives give me an opportunity to be more of a personal trainer as opposed to just like doing a workout video. So I'm so glad you like the newer ones. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. I missed some of those questions. So if I missed another one, please let me know. Thanks for that, Jake. Lots of articles telling you that long-term is harmful. Okay, and I'm assuming that's for the rolling stuff. I've been working out since I don't mean to keep saying this, but I've been working out since I was 13 years old. I think sometimes people just need to write an article. I'm just going to be real with you. And they need to sound like they're bringing some sort of intelligence to the industry. No offense, they're more than welcome to disagree with me. But at the same time, when your industry is how to correct form and form correction and preventing injury, you got to come up with something, right? And it's easier to knock an exercise than to come up with one. It's easier to say something is wrong without a solution than to actually come up with a solution. And so a lot of my moves, especially the bodyweight moves, are solutions to other things that I found to be too extreme or too overbearing or too much workload. So, half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. And which one do you trust? The one that works for you. And if you find that you're not feeling the pain in the long term, go to the chiropractor, see how your spine is. I have clients. I have a client now. He doesn't. His chiropractor even told him. His alignment is better now than it's ever been. And I attribute a lot of that to fitness. So. So Powerhouse says it's a wrap or belt that you wear around your waist. Oh, it's a product. Okay. I don't know what I think about that. I'll have to. Jesse says a waist trainer is like a corset for women who want an hourglass shape, no exercise involved, just smashing your guts in all day. I see ads for it in my feed. Okay. That's why I didn't know about it. I probably would not like something like that. I don't know. I think they used to do that back in the 40s and 50s, where they did like a squeeze thing to make your waist look thinner. I don't know. I felt like we were beyond that technology. Supposedly not. I don't know. I mean, it's your prerogative if you want something like that. But Powerhouse, you are a hard worker and you look fantastic. Please don't do it. That's my recommendation. You can do whatever you want, but you don't need it. Trust me, you look great. If she swears by it, that's great, but you're a hard worker. I don't know what her work ethic is. You don't strike me as someone who would need something like that. Here's Paprika's 2 cents. A waist trainer is like a corset. Same thing that Jesse said. It's a tight wrap that you wear under your normal clothes. No offense to those of you who have one, but it's a joke. Yeah, I don't think something like that is going to help your abs. And yeah, that's my opinion too. Jake just loves those gadgets to get abs. Yeah, gadgets and all that other good stuff. Nobody wants to work for it anymore. Yeah, Jesse, you nailed it. No exercise, just wear it, and told her it's a waste of money, but she thinks it'll all work. Yeah, when you don't want to work out, you just want something to work for you. I think you can mentally convince yourself that it works. And it's my same philosophy with a lot of these supplements out there. And I'm not talking vitamins. I'm talking supplements that promise, strength and gains that really you can't support or back or prove. But at the same time, these people will say it works. Well, when I'm dropping $60 for a bottle of 60 of them, I want to convince myself that I didn't waste money. Oh man, I got mine from Electric Shocks. Costa Rican warrior. Always a laugh. The ab thing sounds like a workout just to put it on. Yeah, I don't know if I would be into that. Emma says, have to go. Can't wait to do this later. Going to convince my husband to join. We'll see. Have a great day. Oh, that's awesome, Emma. I hope your husband enjoys it. And hopefully he knows a little bit about my goofiness and looks past that. Surfing with the jellyfish. Oh, the V. Okay, I was referring to the V sit-ups with a twist. Okay, so we didn't really do anything with a twist today, unless we're talking about twisted scissors, which I didn't put in there today. Now, kicking up towards the ceiling, and I did a twist. I normally don't do that. I was going along with the music. I wouldn't, to be honest. If we're talking about kicking up towards the ceiling and a twist there, I'm not necessarily recommending that. That was just going along with the music and having fun. It was okay for me on my range of motion, but yeah, it wasn't a part of the move. I was under the impression we were talking about twisted scissor rolls, and I would question as to why that would be bad for the spine. But a twist kicking up towards the ceiling, you probably are, there's a chance it could be, but it's not a move we do often. And I've never done it with a twist, with the exception of today, because I was getting in the groove of things. But thank you. Avia wouldn't use that. No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not for you, Powerhouse. It's not for you. And I appreciate it. By the way, Julie's new nickname is Ripper because of her ability to punch. And I called her Julie, and I meant to call her Ripper. So, yeah, definitely a good one for her, too. But, yeah, guys, thank you for the questions. And, yeah, feel free. Always bring something up. If I don't know it, I'll say I don't know, like this little quartet thing, or corset. Not quartet. Corset. I think I just lost internet here. I'm going to give me 1 second. Okay, we're still rolling. All right, guys, I'm going to take off, but I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate your questions, and thanks for watching. Always remember, eat healthy, train hard, most especially have fun. I'm Relentless Jake. You remember to stay focused, stay dedicated, and I'll see your beautiful faces tomorrow. And I'm out. Good questions, guys. Thank you.